Before we talk a little football, reminder, if you're looking for some Dolphins merch, you could check out Caneswear in Davie or caneswear.com online. OG played receiver for the Dolphins for a number of great seasons. His son, Oronde Gadsden II, plays tight end for Syracuse, which happens to be the final game of the season for the Canes this year. So could OG's son play spoiler to an incredible hurricane season? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. All right, OG, Dolphins have a Buffalo problem, and you have noted that for several years on this program. But, as Crowder and Solana and I have talked about this, did yesterday's game, albeit a loss, did yesterday's game give you any thought to, hey, you know what? Dolphins hung with that team and can hang with this team, and although it was a loss, it wasn't the worst thing in the world.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, it's a Buffalo thing. I mean, we've hung with them before. 2 years ago, same thing. We were up, and we ran the ball very effectively last year, even at Buffalo, before the snowballs started flying. I think we played well. It's just a mind thing. It's just a mindset. Like when they go up there, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's a block. It's a block, and the mindset when we go up there. And trust me, it's a tough place to play. Channing and I both played there, and it's not an easy place to play. The crowd literally can touch your back. That's how close they are. And they're loud, they're mean, they're obnoxious. They have a good time. It's a great football atmosphere. But just in our mind, we can't get over that hurdle. And I think the Josh Allen Tua thing is always going to be, played up. And he just uses his legs more than the quarterbacks we've had in the past. And I think that's a big thing. And that always leads us to, the running backs are good, the wide receivers are good. And, I think you can tell our DBs are better than we have nobody to stop Josh Allen from running when he needs to run. And we put ourselves in bad positions for some odd reason. But it's a Buffalo issue. When I played, it was the Jets. We lost, maybe 9 straight, 10 straight to the Jets. I mean, home, away. It was just, sometimes it's just a block you got to get over. So it's Buffalo for the teams now, and they have to do something, to get over that hurdle. I mean, we had the lead. We were good to go, and then, I don't know, something happened. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Josh Allen happened.
OG, but I was saying, that was a heavyweight bout. Like, that was kind of how a playoff game looks. The last team that gets the ball, you got to drive down, kick a 61-yard field goal with some dude named Bass who couldn't hit an extra point, but he hits that one, probably the greatest kick of his life. But with Buffalo, is it people or coaching? It's one of the two things. Just that game yesterday, I understand what you're saying. Like Josh Allen, I understand he's great. But to be, what is it? What is 1-7 against them? It has to be one side. It got to be they got better players than us, or they have a better scheme than us.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think so. Yesterday, I think we in some spots we have better players. Like listen, Keon Coleman on Ramsey. I mean, we taking Ramsey. I mean, you put him up. The running backs. I mean, the big glaring difference is the quarterback, and that's what I'm saying. Obviously, you got a defensive coach that Buffalo has, and you have the offensive coach what we have, and it's just a mindset. I mean, we hit Tyreek, we hit Waddle, we hit everybody. We Jonnu. I mean, offensively we good. I mean, defensively, we see these people twice a year. You know what they're gonna do. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. They're gonna run the ball effectively. They're gonna throw the receivers because their receiver coach not as good as it has been. I mean, it's good enough to win games, obviously. But I'm saying, they had better.
They were missing Cooper yesterday.
Group of receivers, huh?
And they were missing Amari Cooper yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they were better. I mean, coaching could be an issue. But I mean, like you say, coaching not jumping offside, coaching not fumbling the ball, coaching not hitting the man in the helmet. I mean, listen, I get those things are all part of the game, but and you don't want to play tentatively because because that just takes away from the game. But there has to be something that hurdle you have to get over. And it starts in the locker room. It starts with the people coming out on the field. I think, Solana said it earlier. I do think the players have to have some blame. It was a mindset like we can't beat the Jets. I mean, we just couldn't. And then one day it just clicked. Somebody did something that said, I'm not taking it anymore. And somebody has to say it. One of your, leaders, captains, alpha males have to say, look, we're not taking it anymore. Like, as much as bad as we, beat up on Skylar Thompson, he almost won. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it comes down to that play. Because I still see that play in my mind. It was 3rd and 18. We were backed up on the 10-yard line. Just run the draw and punt the ball. Why you call a pass play? He threw the pick, and we were up 6. Now we down, and then we lose. So, I don't know. I don't know what happens, but we have to get over the hurdle. But that's the place. That's the place. The first game I ever played as a Dolphin was at Buffalo, and we rode into that stadium down that ramp where only the buses go. And I'm telling you, the people had to wipe the egg and stuff off the bus for us to get out. That's how bad it is going in there. You know it. Going in, them Buffaloes come on that screen, and them people get to jumping around. And this Bills Mafia thing been going on for a long time. It's just getting some notoriety. But they've been doing it. You know how it is when you go in there, especially if they got a team. Holy mackerel. They got a team. They know they got a team. They going it's a tough place to play, man. It's just a tough place to play. And if you can't mentally, if you don't have it all together, I mean, it's tough. But listen, it is some credence to what, what's being said. You know what I mean? Mike McDaniel has to deal with that. I don't know how he is, but he has to deal with, people saying that. He got to get it together.
Okay, so, they're 2-6. Buffalo owns a tiebreaker, seemingly out of the playoff race. Anything can happen, but seemingly out of the playoff race. Drew Rosenhaus claims the team isn't going to punt on the season, no plans to trade players. If anything, he says they might be looking to improve the roster before Tuesday. Is that the right decision?
Well, I think that's the right decision. I mean, we have some players you can get rid of, but why? I mean, you got to, this is kind of, at this point, I think it's a little college effect. You got to, show good going out so you can get the help you need, in the off season. I think this is a microcosm of what happened a year ago when we didn't take care of people we were supposed to take care of. I don't know whose fault it is. That's above my pay grade. But when we lost, like going in, the offense was great, but the defense took a hit. And I think now, because the offense is, because you can see, like I say, and I'm talking apples to apples, receivers to receivers, our receiver core better than their receiver core. And even with the addition of Jonnu Smith, I mean, because we're getting production out of that unit that we didn't before. You know what I mean? Like, is he better than Knox, or is he better than anybody else? I don't know, but I mean, we getting some production out of the tight end. We got a better receiving core than Buffalo has. We do, but how does that work? So we take away from the defense. I think you need defense because you can win with, okay, average receiver because you got so many of them. You got 4 or 5 dudes catching the ball, running back, So to take away from the defense, I think that was a bad move. I just think that was a bad move. Just like you talked about the guy that went to Minnesota. I mean, we need that dude. We need Van Ginkel. You know what I'm saying? We don't have Van Ginkel. What? That was the one dude we should have kept.
Yeah.
So I mean, we took it. All right, I'll take the hit on the Wilkins because we probably wasn't gonna pay him that much. But the dude we paid instead of Wilkins, he didn't even play yesterday. Like, and now we got new linebackers. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think going into this thing, because I harken back to when Leslie Shepard came to the Dolphins. And I told him the same thing. I'm like, yo, man, we hadn't beat the Jets in like 8 games. He's like, oh man, I'm from the Redskins. We never lost to the Jets. I'm like, that's the Redskins, man. Y'all see them once every 4 years. Like, we see these people twice a year. That's different, man. That's different. And that was that Monday night game. And we was up. And he had 2 touchdowns. And he come back to the bench. See, I told you, I never lose to the Jets. And then it happened.
Then it all changed.
It's funny.
So it's the same thing they're going through. You know what I mean? You're bringing dudes in who don't really feel what you feel about the rivalry or the relationship. As long as you've been in it, you know, like Tua's been here. Like, he was here long enough to know before he was a starter, he was here. And he saw it. But you bring in a new guy, like the defensive linebackers, they knew. Like Poyer know he hit that dude.
He knows it from the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, from the other side. So he know. He like, I'm gonna show you. Might have been the wrong time, but he knows. You know what I mean? Like you think he was thinking about the flag? Nah, he's thinking about, I'm gonna show y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all let me go too. Okay, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when you bring in people who not invested into the AFC East situation, it's tough. It's tough. And it's probably the same for other things. You go to the Cowboys from the Dolphins and you play Philly, you're probably like, just Philly. Nah. We don't like them people at all. Like, we play New England. It's okay. Nah, we on 20 years of get back. Ever since Tom Brady started, we on get back from all of that.
It's funny you talk about.
No, you just don't feel.
It's funny talking about the turnover on defense, because yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if anybody knew, I watched number 6 make about 3 plays in a row, and I had to go on my phone and say, who the hell is Anthony Walker Jr., and why is he the only one making any tackles out here? So the turnover was crazy. But OG, we were talking about early in the show, like that game yesterday, how that went, that's what the Dolphins' formula to win should be. We were talking about it last week, where the Dolphins aren't going to put up 45 points. Those 70-point games against Broncos, that's gone. They need to run the ball efficiently, have Tua throw the ball on 3rd down, maybe a 2nd down play action if you get them, and eat up the game, get in the 4th quarter, and have the ball last. That's our formula to win games now. I know it's not sexy, OG, but am I wrong by saying that?
No, you're correct. But how many times can we orchestrate that from happening? That too happened. You know what I mean? Oh, we don't have the ball last. Like, punt it so we can time out getting the ball last. Like, sometimes it don't work like that. You know that. Like, yesterday, you felt it. Like, I think they settled for a 61-yard field goal. I think, like, they're like, oh, he can kick it. Let's go. Because they say the wind was now 9 miles an hour at him. He still kicked it. It still looked like it went 64. Like, they settled for it. Like, they was like, okay, we're gonna take that. After the foul, they're like, oh, we know we can kick a field goal. Like, I just think, like, I think we've came to that realization because of Tua's situation. Because it was just last year that we put up the 70 points and we were flying high on offense. And I think we still can do that at some point, just not against the people we see all the time, because they know. They know Tua. They seen Tua. They know the situation. They know these routes. The 8. They know the steps. They know what's going on. They know how to stop Mike McDaniel and his situations. You know what I mean? They know. I feel worse about us losing to the Cardinals. Like, come on, we don't see the Cardinals every week. The Cardinals. Not the Cardinals, bro.
Cardinals ball yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Not the Cardinals, man.
All right. Well, we got Monday Night Football next week, so we'll reconvene here next week, Oronde, and we'll figure out how to get a Monday Night Football dub.
Before I go, I use OfferUp too. I like OfferUp. My first.
Oh, for the love of God, Oronde, you caught Dan Marino's last touchdown. You caught Dan Marino's last touchdown. You should not be walking up to someone's house to buy a coffee cup for 50 cents. Like it's
no, but I met the guy at the Starbucks and I looked at the pickleball paddle. The good one's like $200, $199.
Buy a good one then. You're Oronde Gadsden.
I didn't want to buy the bad one from Walmart where you get 2 in the ball in the bag. You don't want to be there. I want to be like in the middle. Like, this guy had it. He had a $200 paddle. He didn't play with it a lot. And so he out the sport now. Now he want to sell it for $89. Okay, let's meet at the Starbucks. Let me
Oronde,
rip that
you should
and
not
let
be
me pack the
meeting a
ball and get
stranger
it
at the
from.
Starbucks to buy his paddleball paddle.
Yeah, well, you got
OG.
people coming to your house for $23.
I'm not Oronde Gadsden or Channing Crowder. I'm this schlub on the radio.
OG.
No, you not.
I got a $1,200 gas powered remote control car for $225.
you killing your street over there.
Hit him in the head. Yeah.
I hope Lil Chan's getting straight A's if you're buying him a $1,200 gas-powered remote
This is
control
mine.
car.
But he didn't
No,
buy
this
it
is
for
mine.
It's for
$1,200.
you?
He just bought him
No.
for $200.
This for me. That's not for him.
You're playing with
He
cars?
bought-
I saw
He
it
didn't buy
on
it
the
for
list.
$1,200. That's the point. He bought it for $200. That's the point.
Let me tell you something. You walk into KB Toys, you go right over to the Matchbox car section. I mean, nothing, there's no greater feeling than spending 35 cents and unboxing a brand new Matchbox car. I may be thinking about 1976, but I'm telling you, we had no offer up back then. We had a wanted ads in the newspaper. You had to call someone's house. Excuse me, sir. Are you the guy selling the coffee cup set? I mean, what are you guys doing?
OfferUp is so much better now, though. It's better than that. Like, they already know. They send you 4 or 5 pictures. Like, you want to see it? You want to see it laying down? You want to see me holding it? You want to see me playing with it? They send all of it.
OG,
sounds
you
like
need a
Jimmy.
OG.
Sounds like Jimmy on OnlyFans.
OG, you need a moped? I'm looking at a moped right now. 820, 2003.
Oh, for the love of God, you guys! I mean, he's playing. He's got Zach Thomas calling him out during a Hall of Fame induction. Oronde caught Dan Marino's final touchdown pass ever in the NFL, and you guys are shopping garage sales. I mean, what is going on
It's
here?
not garage sales. It's OfferUp.
Ridiculous. It's a video garage sale. I know a garage sale when I
Demo
see
stuff.
one.
It's demo stuff. It's demo stuff.
It's not demo
Like
stuff.
when you
It was
go,
some
when
guy
you go
you
to the
bought some
car,
guy's
when you go to the
paddleball
car lot,
paddle.
you say, "Hey, you got any demos to buy? Like, I don't want to pay for the 0-0 car, but if you cut the price down $10,000 for 7,000 miles on that demo, I'll take it. I'll take it right now." And they say we're gonna run it through the car wash. I'm standing outside with the keys. hey, Hawk. As much as you hate it, we kind of the same. You know us. People,
I know.
we kind of the
I
same.
know.
We like a
do.
we like a good deal. We like a good deal. Real people, my
give us
people. We like a
credit
good.
Definitely more common ground than people give us credit for. We gotta go, Oronde. We love you.
All right, man. Y'all hold it down.
Oronde, you guys on your OfferUp, ridiculous.
2 steel crane statues, $47.
But you can buy that new for $65 or whatever it is, and you don't have to take someone's old stuff and meet them. It just, I mean,
This looks brand new.
Yeah, okay.